So, do you ever have an obscene amount of like good and bad luck that you're just hella confused? Like, I'm someone who's known to do that. For example, I'm wheezing right now because I'm the type of person who's lucky enough to have several men where she could ask, "Hey, I found this nice mink coat in an antique shop. Will you send me the money for it?" And I will get that mink coat. But I'm also the type of unlucky where I will then find out only after buying it and wearing it for longer than like an hour that I am allergic to mink. And let's just say I got home drunk the other night, and despite my mink being all the way across my fucking room, I collided with some posters so fucking hard that all the dander and like fur little hairs basically like the mink was laying against a portrait. The portrait was laying at an angle. I fell on the portrait. The portrait shot all the fur hair at my bed and blankets, so I can just be vibing. And then next thing you know, I am clogged and wheezing. Now, this is just a glimpse into like this type of shit is quite normal for my life, and it's actually getting fucking obscene. So today I was like, let me be good. Let me be a good girl and think good things and be optimistic because life's not all that bad. I'll put it this way. I went out today and I met up with this dude who I've had feelings for a while, German dude. We used to talk all the time, all the time, all the time. And then he just kind of ghosted out of nowhere. He still sent me money, which was nice, but he just fucking vanished off the face of the earth. It was a very enjoyable conversation. He opened up about what he was going through, why he vanished, all this, and that. Reassured that he did very much still want to see me and cared about how I was feeling and didn't want to cause me any extra stress. That was sweet. You know what wasn't? The fact that he, not once, not twice, but three separate times, checked out another woman in front of me. And he was brazen as fuck. It wasn't even like a quick little glimpse. Like, with one of them, it was a quick little, like, what up and down. And it's like, sir. Another one, it's like this woman, she was fucking gorgeous, so I'm not even mad. Too mad, but because it's like, okay, beautiful ass, Queen of Sheba ass, beautiful woman. I'm not mad at it. But it's the fact that this nigga, like, looked at her, and then as I was talking, looked at her again, and then just straight up just started staring at her, and I just thought to myself, I can see you! You fucking bitch, I will, like, oh, I was born to be a get your fucking manners, bitch. I was born to be that type of lady, and instead I'm forced to be the type of lady that leaves very nonchalant, very casual, and demure, repeated 4 minute long voicemails to this nigga's inbox from a burner number. Cause it's like, I was sweet in them. I, like that, like it's just like, yeah, this is we're gonna wrap this shit up. He's already out the door. We gotta get a new nigga like yesterday. Actually, more like 5 fucking weeks ago. I should have always had a second nigga. I was trying. He just happened to be the best, but he's quickly going downhill. Ugh. Also, as I was talking to him, once conversation was going well, I was vibing, I was in a great mood, I looked great, like I took a nice shower, I actually made it early to my plans. I found this really fucking. I have this thing for collecting replicas to British goods, and I found this fucking replica brooch that the Queen owns in extremely high quality, and I found it for such an absurdly good price that if I told you the price, you wouldn't believe me. And it sparkles like the fucking night sky, and I am in love with it. And I was in a great mood, but you know what happened? My luck was too good because it's like, okay, maybe you shouldn't have gotten an item that should have cost $300 for $15 because the person didn't know its worth. Guess what? As I was talking to this nigga at a breakfast or whatever, I reached for my ear as a tick, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" And I said, "Bro." He said, "What?" I said, "You didn't did I you didn't notice I didn't have both earrings on? Did I have both when I saw you?" And he was like, "Ah, fuck." And then that became a huge thing, and it's like, okay, so you mean to tell me that the earrings I just got from China, that I won't be able to get again because of the tariffs, the extremely huge medallions that are extremely gorgeous, extremely beautiful. I was so happy, and I've only worn them like maybe twice out the house so far. You mean to tell me I only have one of those now? And I probably lost the other fucking earring in a nigga's car or in a bar when I was drunk? Oh, that should, like, wow. I got lucky enough where I was able to go to a free exclusive screening today for a movie that I can't talk about yet because I signed an NDA. All I'll say is this. This fucking stupid. I'm gonna be all sorts of phobic in this video, so just brace yourself. Uh, this stupid ass fucking non binary looking bitch. I don't think she was, and I can say that because I'm also non binary, but fuck, dude. Oh, I'll put it this way. I don't like when people give me attitude for no fucking reason. I don't. So, this is what happened. We all go, like, every person working there had a fucking attitude problem. Like, 1 second it's a dude being like, oh, you don't have to be, like, you don't be in this line, you go to that line. And then I'd be like, oh, this line right here, and they'd be like, yeah, 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 and just rush me off. And then guess what? Then the dude would watch me get into the wrong fucking line, because it's like, yeah, nigga, you saw me point at the line directly next to us. You didn't say at the very end over by the wall. And so now it's like, cool, you're wasting your own fucking time by being stupid. But this one particular bitch. So, they did this thing where, like, this woman, this fucking stupid ass bitch, she saw another woman who worked there, like, do the procedure of, like, taking a picture of my passport, taking a picture of my face with my passport, giving me a green wristband, and giving me an NDA to sign on her phone and stuff. Very easy, quick process. You want to know what this absolute trollop, the next one, does? She, out of nowhere, out of all the people in line, she specifically chooses me. For some fucking reason, she chooses me. And she's like, all right, I'm gonna need to see your ID. And I look around and I'm also, like, I noticed that there were other people of other genders and races, so I don't think it was a race thing, but it was still like, oh, okay. And I'll put it this way. If you see me lift up my fucking big ass. Let me cover the name of the business. If you see me lift up my big fucking green wristband on my tiny ass wrist as I hold up my passport and then say to you, oh, out of curiosity, like, do you need to see my ID again? Because someone else just, came and took a picture of my ID and, signed an NDA, and this woman cut me off to be like, well, so we're all independent from each other, so anything that she asks of you, there is a good chance I'm gonna ask for it too. And she has that annoying ass subtext voice where it's like, bitch, I don't know, like, okay. And that annoyed the fuck out of me. And then it was awkward because then she was like, all right, I took a picture of your passport. I'm gonna need to see your NDA. And it was something that she also heard me talk about with the other lady about how my phone was good. Like, it's something that was repeatedly said, but whatever. How my phone was dead and I was worried about not. Like, and also I just said that I signed an NDA. Anyway, I told her, oh, my phone's actually dead right now. And it's like at 1% and I just turned it off. If I turn it on again, it'll probably just shut back off. And even then, I told the other woman that the QR code to my NDA link wasn't working, but she said it was fine. And then she just kind of gives me a, I'll be right back. Like, sort of death glare. Like a real, like, sort of look. A real done up look. I don't like that shit. You wanna know what happened next? This fucking bitch just vanishes. Just vanishes. And then she just fucking disappears. For the longest time. And then eventually it's like several full minutes go by. And then at that point, like, she finally bothers to come back with someone else. Like, well, maybe just her. And then I have to flag her down because I guess she somehow forgot about me in the process. I was like, oh, hi, about my situation? And then she just goes, oh, you have a wristband on. And I just, ooh. And then I lost my temper. I didn't say anything, but she still got mad at me. And she tried to do the little white person voice of, well, after thousands of attendees, the things tend to happen. It's like, yeah, I just physically was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, get your ugly ass away from me. Like, you stupid fucking whore. It's not on my bony ass fucking 10 cents a day wrist. Big neon thing. It was the first. I even said it's like it's the first thing I asked. It's like it is the first thing I asked, and you responded with unnecessary snark, and they wasted my time and yours, and you weren't even like, and you saw me do it with the other lady. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But it's okay because her hair was fucked up and her body was fucked up. Nothing on her looked good. She looked stupid. She looks like she would run a Waffle House like the fucking Navy. Either that or Michael's craft store. I'm just saying, like, she was not. She was very busted. Do you know how fucking ugly you have to be for someone to say that you look like you should work at a Michael's craft store? I don't know if you've been to those, but like it's just like you'll find a six on a good day. You will never find some, like, I'm just saying. Anyway, we get into the movie, and it's so funny. In conversation with my buddy, me and him are cracking jokes, and we do notice that the other titties are being assholes. And this one woman in particular, she storms into this guy who I guess bought a beer, and then she's like, "You can't watch this while intoxicated. You need to step that out now." And then, like, snaps at him. But what sucks is that when she walks, like, she does that awkward fast ass shimmy that you gotta do in the movie theater, and this bitch had a thick smell that came from between her legs. It smelled like she didn't wipe, or that she, like, it really did. And I just kind of, I didn't say it at, like, I feel bad, but I don't, in a sense, because it's like, I wonder if it would have changed my fate. But I did tell my buddy, because, plenty of people were criticizing her, but I did turn to him and I was like, I said it kind of loud, or not loud. I just didn't say it at, like, whisper volume, but I didn't try to project it. It just was like a thing. It's just like I said it, like, out of curiosity, did she smell like shit to you? Like, and like, or like, I'm not saying she smelled. It's just like I smelled something, and I can't tell if she crop dusted me or not. But it's like I didn't know if it was like was that like a turtle head fart, or like is it like a crop dust, or was it coming from the front? Because I don't know, but it didn't smell good, and it just was thick. It hit me in the back of the throat. I'm kind of confused, like, and he was like, I don't know, I don't have a great sense of smell. And I was like, I said I hate crop dusting. Crop dusting is the reason I don't go to bars anymore, or I don't like to, because anytime I go to a bar at any given moment, it's just like a bunch of fucking people standing around. You're having a great time, laughing, drinking, eating, and then a thick fucking wave of like spicy Taco Bell crunch wrap will hit you in the back of the throat. It'll feel like you got throat fucked with a turd, and then you just have to be like, it's just like you just look around and it's like, oh, a room full of people I thought were allies. There's an imposter among us. Who fucking did it and has such good acting skills where they just dropped a fucking war crime level atomic bomb fart and just didn't give a fuck. And that shit ruins my whole night. And then you want to know what happened for the rest of the evening? It's as if I don't know if the couple behind us heard this or what, but I'll say it. It's very, if I had a nickel for every time a stupid ugly white bitch who had a fucked up bad built butch body and just real honey boo boo family, like, relate, like, oh my god, they do look like honey boo boo as I say this. Both of them did. Oh, if I had a nickel for how many times honey boo boo bitches pissed me off tonight, I would have two nickels, which isn't a lot. It's just weird that it happened twice. This bitch and her ugly ass, straggly in boyfriend. Oh, there's nothing that he looks like he uses 4chan for fun. He looks like you need to go through his hard drives. Guess what they did the entire fucking movie? Crop dust after crop dust after crop dust. And I didn't know who was doing it at first. And the bitch also kept like slightly kicking my seat, like slightly. It's like, but I didn't mind too much. What I did mind though is that when the movie got to the climax, like the big reveal, who did it and the who done it? Guess what? The nigga I'm sitting next to, the one I invited to this damn movie, my buddy Sean, his fucking stupid ass decides that as the big reveal of the movie is happening, and I already don't like him talking to me within a certain distance, because the nigga smells like ham and cheese sandwiches that got microwaved on white bread that got stale. He does not smell good as a man. And even his breath on my body just feels weird. And he's stupid as fuck. I'll put it this way. The nigga saw me very clearly backing away from him when he's trying to lean in and going, no, 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 no. Because it's like, nigga, the villain's doing the big monologue in the reveal. I want to know the backstory. You want to know what this nigga does instead? He leans in closer, and he just starts at the top of his lungs. I have such bad luck that I keep having people who go to the movies with me, and then they fucking do this. This nigga shouts at the top of his lungs some random bullshit that he just feels like, and then I have to physically shout, no, 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 And then even as he hears me saying no 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 no, like I'm fucking Jesse J during that one performance, this nigga still keeps trying to talk. And then I just have to. I almost fucking. He almost got. I had to be like, no, 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 shh, 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 shut the fuck up. Whoa, what the fuck? And like, it's like, nigga, we are in a play. This is a free movie screening to an exclusive event where they only let in the best of the best to watch this movie and give their critique. You have to focus. If you're talking loud as fuck so that fucking 5 rows back we can hear you, what the. Anyway, see, this is why I don't like going outside. Because people. Anyway, and then meanwhile, during the whole movie, I just smell fucking taco, fucking Doritos Locos, Crunch Wrap, Baja Blast farts. Then the farts got worse, and then it did get to like you're like steaming farts. And eventually I did kind of suspect who the bitch was, but oh, I really wish I said something. Because it's like, oh my god, you should have been there. It was like every fucking 7 minutes, she would drop a fucking standing steamer. And it's like, bitch, I know your carpet ain't clean from how often you are funking that shit up. Because as a woman, if you're dropping farts like that, I know, because, in the way she was laying down in her seat, sloppy as fuck, if you're a woman, your fart will travel up to your vajayjay. And I'm just, anyway. And I knew it was her because when they finally left, guess what? I couldn't tell if she crop dusted me one last time or if she genuinely just didn't wipe her ass when she left. But I got the biggest whiff of like steaming hot, marinated turtle head. Just booped me on the nose as she walked out. The fucking smell just got me. I'm just saying, I want her killed. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I think people like that should be put down. People are losing their decorum and manners. And also, yeah, I'm getting real tired of people. And I think the final straw tonight was when I was gonna get food with my buddy after, and this nigga heard me repeatedly say how I want to do takeout instead of dine in because one, there's no fucking tables in the restaurant. Two, takeout is easy because it's the same food, the same everything. You would just get it boxed up so that then if you want to go home, instead of having to go up to these people at this restaurant that hardly has any staff because they have those fucking tablets now, instead of having to wait 10 minutes or whatever just to ask them for a box for your fucking leftover fries, you could just easily box this shit up yourself because it already came in a box. Bada bing, bada boom. But no, niggas want to cause issues. And so, anyway, yeah, let's just say if you hear me repeatedly say how I want to do takeout, and then out of nowhere you're like, hey, let's do dine in. And then I'm looking at you and I say, but you just heard why I wanted to do takeout, right? And then he was like, yeah, but we could just dine in instead. I said, why would we do that if I just explained for like the past few minutes why I would want to do takeout? And he said, because dine in's easier. I had to physically leave the restaurant for like 10 minutes and just sit outside in the cold, with my anemic ass. You gotta really piss me off if mind you, 20 cents a day, scrawny, anemic ass decides to sit in fucking cold ass, humid weather with no panties on and a sundress that reaches her knees in a leg slit, just with no fucking jacket. Like, I was so pissed. But it wasn't a bad day, because most of the day I was smiling. I was like, look at me. I woke up early, I showered, I took my vitamins, drank water. I'm wearing my best jewelry ever. I get to meet up with a long lost fling who may or may not fuck me today. I get to go to this exclusive movie screening and I get to pick up this cool sparkly object off of Facebook Marketplace. I'm so happy. Niggas know, and then, like, and I get to watch it. Like, niggas know how to fuck shit up. So it's like I could look at on the bright side, but then I don't know. A part of me kind of is like, I'll put it this way: me looking on the bright side would be kind of like me ingesting poison and then saying, "Yummy! I love that Shirley Temple. That was so good. I love the little almond and like cherry taste to that." It's like, nah, bitch, that's potassium cyanide with a little bit of arsenic. That's not cherry. That's apple seed. But then I don't want to just fully say, ooh, this beautiful day in the sun with extremely, like, I don't want to just say it was a terrible day either. It's just like, oh, it's one of those days where you're just kind of like, all right. But I have to say, me getting sprayed in the face with even more pet dander the second I get out the shower and lay down, and having the allergic reaction I'm having right now, that's not quite fun. That's a little overkill. So yeah, peace out.